Hello, Tamily. We are about to start interview 138 with Eva. Her Instagram name is Eva Palkooo. So make sure you follow her if you aren't already, and we will get connected with her in just a second. Of course, we do have questions planned, but you all have been amazing with asking live questions lately, and that's always the most fun. So please do type in your questions anytime, and we will scroll through the chat and ask Eva your questions. And she should be connecting in just a second. Hello.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you, Susan?
Great. Eva, thank you so much for being our interview number 138.
Wow, thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
I was very surprised because I know I'm not doing the online streaming. I'm still with the DVDs, but I hope I can encourage ladies to do that because that's awesome.
Yes, definitely. And I don't know. There's a whole debate between is streaming or continuity more difficult. My vote is continuity, which is why I don't do it. But we definitely want to make sure we interview people who do all different parts of the method, whether they do streaming or DVDs or start, intermediate. It doesn't matter what level people are or what way that they follow their Tracy Anderson journey. So thanks for being here today with us, Eva, to talk about metamorphosis and continuity and everything else.
Thank you.
We'll start with our favorite question, and then, of course, we'll check if there's some questions in the chat. But Eva, can you tell us how and when you first started doing the Tracy Anderson method?
Oh, yes, that was a very nice story. My dear colleague at work at 2012, she introduced me to Tracy Anderson and she started to preach about, oh my God, I want the long, lean arms like hers and so on. And she said, and I said, okay, so what did you do? She said to me, just buy the DVDs, just buy the DVDs. So I just bought the mat workout first and then I started with that. And then I bought single DVDs for a couple of years. And then 2014, end of the year, I bought the Meta Hip Centric, only the first 3 DVDs from Tracy's website.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved it. And I lost a lot of weight of that 3 months. It was insane. And I love the workout so much, which is for me is a very, 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 very rare things because I tried different ones and frankly I didn't like none of them. I don't like running. I joined dance aerobics classes. I'm very bad with the coordination and choreography. It takes me forever to learn. So that was not very good for me, obviously, because when you go to class, you need to enjoy it. And if you don't learn the choreography in advance, it's a bit tough.
Yeah.
And yeah, well, I tried this and that and never stick anything whatsoever. But Tracy, even though I'm a hop on the train and hop off the train girl, but I always go back. I love her exercise. I think she's a genius.
And so you've just stuck with the continuity since you finished Metamorphosis?
No, not straight away because I was struggling for years to actually finish the first 90 days. But then I purchased the glute-centric bundle 2014 as well, end of the year, because I wasn't sure if I'm really hip-centric or glute-centric because I have a small waist and then everything just below, and I have a very curvy butt as well. So I thought maybe I'm a glute-centric. But then I took a test and then I'm not a glute-centric, I'm a hip-centric.
Okay.
So 2015, I bought the continuity hip-centric a monthly subscription. So I subscribe for a monthly payment, and I receive the DVDs every few months.
Okay.
And then I was on and off until 2018 with it, started and then finished. I never finished Meta until then. I just started and I stopped. I started and I stopped, but I always went back after a couple of months. And then in 2018, April, I started finally, and then I finished in July, the hip-centric Meta. And I continued with the good-centric Meta, and I finished in November 2018. And then I started the continuity. And then that was again a long journey for me, because I just finished actually the 1 year last year, September, almost finished. I didn't do the last 10 days of the 1 year. So I reached the 341 to 50.
Okay, awesome. Do you do the dance cardio that comes with the continuity as well?
Yes, I love the first one. I love the first 3 months one. I think that's the best.
I agree.
I love the dance cardio, to be honest with you, even if I'm not very coordinated. But my issue is the music, I just did not find the music which matches the beat for the dance cardio on the DVDs or the Metamorphosis, not just DVDs, because now Tracy launched on the website, so you can purchase the Metamorphosis there as well.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I love it, I'm not very good at it to keep it, because I'm not a cardio dance girl, I have to tell you. I love the muscular structure, and for the dance cardio, I have to, push myself to do it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. We have a question from My Tam Journey. She said, how do you feel like continuity compares to Meta? And are you experiencing similar results as you did?
Oh yes. If somebody, because I have an open account on IG, and sorry Susan, but my IG account, the last 3 is 000.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. So if someone goes back, you can see the result. I mean, I had amazing result. I loved how you graduate, and it gets a little bit higher with the ball. And that's not easy. That's not easy.
Not at all.
I have to tell you. So if somebody thinks the metamorphoses are easy, they are wrong.
They're totally wrong.
It's very tough. It's very tough.
Yeah, I don't know how, like with the ball and all of those different things, I think that continuity is harder than streaming.
I subscribed for 2 weeks, the free streaming. And then once I bought it, just the minimum, I don't know what's the minimum to purchase, because I really, really wanted to try. And I would lie, I love it. I love the streaming. I think it's awesome. But the DVDs for ladies or for whoever does it, it's good if you are in a lower budget. But otherwise, both I mean, the streaming is the next level. If you love Tracy's workout, you will love the streaming. Well, I think.
Luckily, there are, a lot of options, so we can all find what, makes sense. And sometimes too, it's that later on, maybe something else makes sense. So you can always, switch around.
Yes.
So we have another question in the chat. Oh, okay. So I know the answer to this, but we'll ask you anyway. Have you started the online streaming? And if yes, which content do you usually do? So when you tried it out, what classes did you do?
Well, I did the beginning for a couple of days, and I went to intermediate. I did not try the advanced, I have to tell you, because I was dying on the intermediate. I was dying.
Yeah,
But I loved it. I loved it. The only things I can say, I at the end I could not follow Tracy anymore. I was exhausted. For me, so I think I need to graduate up there if I, hopefully in the future I'm gonna switch then if I ever switch, then I have to graduate, because for me it's a little bit tough, even the intermediate online. Or maybe just because I used to it, the DVDs, because when you do metamorphosis, I usually pause and then I try to do the reps that on my level, you know what I mean? Because Tracy does it very fast, and I'm not able to always follow the fast, reps. So I usually do my own, bit, and then I play again the DVDs, and then I pause it and I do it again on my. I try to do enough to feel a fatigue, on my muscles, and then go to the next move. Because it's not a point for me. I felt like it's not a point to follow Tracy if I barely do 10, or 15, and I don't do good. Rather than to do it slower, do the good form and then pause and then, I don't know. What do you think? Because I read, and obviously I follow ladies, and then some ladies, they just saying, just go with the flow. But I feel like I see definitely compromises my form,
Yeah,
I don't
I
do
think
it.
it's up to you. Like, I think that form is the most important thing, but I think it depends on the person. Like, it's probably okay to follow along and just do however many reps that you can. But if you have that kind of commitment to, make sure you're really doing it, I think that's very admirable.
Because I think all exercises at the end of the day, you can make it easy and hard. It's totally up to you. So if
It
you
is all
really,
about a mindset.
yes, if you really focus on a muscle and do it right, on the right form, it can be insanely hard. I promise you, even the metamorphosis for everyone.
Oh,
just try, because it's very hard.
And there's like 40 reps of some of those moves.
Oh, yeah. If I barely do 30 on those, and then I'm sweating everywhere.
So Deb wants to know, what is your favorite prop from Continuity?
What is my favorite?
Prop, like the pole, the ball, the different.
Oh, I love the ball.
The ball? Okay.
I loved it. But I did not go any further, so sorry, I did not reach the pole yet, and neither the towel. Only the ball. I love the equipment. I like extra stuff, and it helped my balance very much, so because it was very good.
Yeah, some of those balance moves with the ball seem
very
difficult. Especially
very difficult.
In streaming, Tracy has a section that's a ball workout for each. Oh my gosh. It's so crazy, huh? I don't know how you do that workout with the ball. It's crazy. So Eva, tell us a little bit more about the results that you've seen since the beginning, both physical and non-physical.
Can I say I'm a lucky one? Because whenever I started Tracy's method, it works for me magic. Whenever I started and I do it, I lose weight. I always lose weight. And I always get tighter and smaller. I don't know, maybe it's just my body responding very well to the workout, or because I really, really pay attention to pose and do it right. I don't know which one, but it works for my body. Awesome. It's amazing when I start and dedicate. I lose weight very quick. I lean out very quick.
Well, I know we all have different experiences, but that definitely is an indication that it's the right workout for you.
Well, if anyone looking my IG, back, and then whenever I started and I sticked with it for a longer period, you can see how lean I became. So for me, it really works. For me, it works like exactly how Tracy said. If you do it the cardio, if you do it the muscular structure regularly, it works. It works. And mentally, it's just, all of the things what you do on a mat, I just feel like I can do anything then, And then as soon as I became leaner, I somehow my body is just craving it again and again. I think that's the reason I'm coming back, because after a while when I don't do it, my body wants me to do it, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like I have to do it and I feel better.
So we have a question kind of about that in the chat, but you do both the muscular structure and the DC each time that you work out?
Well, when I first done the 90 days finally, when I finished it, I barely did the dance cardio. I only did mostly the muscular structure. But my magic is with my body, because I know my body. I pause, I slow down, and I do it in my bed, and I focus very much so on the forms. And if I do that, it just works amazing. But yeah, I started to add the dance cardio because I noticed if I do so, I have an extra weight to lose, so I lose it quicker. You know, it goes very, very quick off if I do the dance cardio. And I'm not very cardio fit at the moment, so I need that. You know, you need it for your heart as well.
Oh, definitely. Renee would like to know if you do dance cardio or muscular structure first. So if you're going to do both, which do you do first?
I do the muscular structure first and then the dance cardio. And because if I do vice versa, no way I can do the muscular structure. No way. I mean, if I exhausted after the cardio, I'm not going to lift my butt for sure.
I would be the same way. My Tam Journey has another question. She would like to know if you have any tips for staying motivated and consistent.
Wow, that's the one I'm struggling with. That's the one. I never go further than 1 year for the, obviously, for the continuity of metamorphosis. But I think I always say myself, just go back and do it. Try again, and hopefully I will succeed and I'm gonna finish it all. But the good thing is, as I told you, my body is really craving it after a while. So if I don't do for 6 months, I don't feel good. And as soon as I start again, I feel much better.
Yeah.
So I think that's my force, really. My body want it. My body craving it to go back and do it again. And plus, because it works very well for my body.
Right. So we have another question in the chat. Do you think that you're still hip-centric since you have been doing the method?
I think so, yes. Because when I lose weight, I easily lose weight on my arms and until my waist, and then everything above, it takes a little bit more time for me. So yes, I think I'm definitely hip-centric.
Okay. Would you have any advice for someone that is new to the method or new to the Tamily?
Yes, definitely start the Med DVD first, because Tracy explains how to move your body. And then you can go to Meta, because also Meta, where she really telling you how to turn your legs out, how to lift your arms, you know. And then I think after that you can choose any lane. You can choose the continuity or you can choose the streaming. But I think it's very important in the beginning to choose the first DVDs from her, where she speak about the moves and how you place your foot, how you move your arms, because otherwise you're not going to understand. I even bought the book, her 30 days method book, and I read it through, and that helped a lot, because she explained you need to push with your hands, you know, not just you know, like nothing to do. You just need to feel you push the air, or you know, she's explains how you have to feel and what you have to do, and I think that's very good. And you can buy it now,
right?
You know, in Amazon or whenever, you know.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's a good point, because I mean, I guess people can jump into streaming, but you don't get all of that knowledge that, you know, you build when you do hear her speaking just about the method in general.
And then on YouTube as well, you can go, even Anybody can go on YouTube and choose the mat workout and just do it, because she's explaining very well. That was the very first one I started with, and that's amazing.
Well, if you can do those mat arms, you can do anything.
Oh my God, that's the best ever. I think that's the best ever, Tracy
Right.
arms.
Totally. They are from any class ever.
From any.
The first ones.
Yeah.
Renee would like to know, what differences are you experiencing this time versus the first round of doing meta?
Okay, it's not easier. I'm telling you, it's not easier. The only I'm still sweating buckets, but the only things is easier, maybe I can say that I know what the next move, you know. Before, when I done it on the first time or the second time, I still had to concentrate what's gonna be the next move, you know. And then I'm doing from the TV. So basically I have DVDs, obviously. So I'm watching from the big screen. I always had to look up, you know. Now I know exactly, you know, which the next move, and then I don't have to do that, which is helps. But otherwise, it's not easier. Sorry, it's not easier, because you're focusing more. You notice, like, oh my God, I maybe didn't do my feet wasn't in the right way, or maybe I didn't pull in my belly properly, or maybe I just crunched my shoulder.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you watch, you're not gonna lift your shoulder. Or when I done it in the first time, so many times my head was down all the time, which is not good. Your neck has to be in line with your spine.
Right.
So all these little things, now when I'm doing again, I have time to focus on this. So the proper, you know, posture. And then sometimes I noticed, oh my God, you know, my left foot is clever. It's better because I'm right-handed. My right foot is better, and my left foot is just, it's just not. I have to make sure I'm doing the form right, you know, which is on my right foot is kind of very easy to follow.
Right. Like,
but my left, yeah, everybody's sides, one of them is a bit weaker, isn't it? And then I can tell that because even my butt, my right side is much more lifted than the left one. So, you know, I have things to focus on, really.
So Chrissy has a question. She said, what is your favorite benefit from the method, whether it's physical or mental?
Actually, yeah, well, I'm a woman, yeah. So yeah, physical is awesome. Yeah, but I think I both way. I crave it mentally and physically. I feel much better. I feel much better when I do it.
Yeah.
And that's the reason for me to go back again, because I enjoy it. I love it. And then the result is awesome, even mentally and physically. You feel much better. You start the day with that workout and you feel much better all day.
Do you always work out in the morning?
No, but if I don't, I'm easily skipping the workout. The only way I can be more consistent if I do it in the morning and done, and after I can continue my day. If I leave it to the afternoon, oh my God, that's a struggle, because, you know, I push it. Okay, I do it 2 to 3. I look at the watch. Oh no, okay, I'm gonna do 3 to 4, you know, and so on. And that's, you know, I'm killing myself with this. And then the best for me is the morning. If I do morning, I can be more consistent.
Yeah.
If I don't do morning, very hard.
Well,
I skip it very often then if I don't do morning.
It's such a good, like, success to check off for the day, to get that done first. It's like a stress relief.
Yeah, and I have more energy in the morning, you know. And if I do it in the morning, I do it just, I drink a coffee and I do it, you know, fasted. Because I noticed if I do it in the afternoon, and even though I wait 2 hours after I ate, I just don't feel that energized anymore. I don't know why. It's very interesting. Looks like I'm a morning person. My body works better in the morning.
Mhm.
I feel more energetic.
Emily would like to know if you listen to the DVD music or do you listen to your own music?
Okay, I have an issue. Uh, our laptop is broke, so I cannot do the Spotify music only on my phone, and the two doesn't work together. I can't record
Mhm.
while I'm listening music. So yeah. So no, I don't really like the music, but what can I say?
Funny when like you look back and listen to some of that music. It's terrible music.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah,
Yeah,
too.
but I usually go to Spotify
Mhm,
because I'm not very good with this music stuff, and then I follow ladies,
mhm.
Tamily girls, and then I get to your playlist, which is awesome.
Yeah, there are so many Tamily members that are amazing with their playlists. Amazing,
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
Yeah, you don't even have to
I wish,
worry about finding the music. You just find their playlist. Go to
absolutely.
them.
I wish I would have that talent. Yeah, they are very good, seriously.
So Small Talk has a question. She says, "Do you exercise daily? And what is your time budget for exercise daily?"
Well, if I exercise in the morning, I set the time. I have 1.5 hours to do
Okay.
it because as I told you, I'm not in a fast speed as Tracy. So the 30 minutes is not 30 minutes for me. It's 45 usually.
Mhm.
And then the warm up I do every day, the warm up from the mat DVD. And then I do the Tracy
Okay.
metamorphosis, which is for me is 45 minutes because I'm slower. And then I do cardio. The cardio, well, the cardio I do bits by bits because I'm not cardio fit yet. So days only 10 minutes, days 15 minutes,
Okay.
sometimes 20 minutes. It depends how I feel because I need to, I need to build up that cardio
Yeah.
in my
Endurance.
with my body because I'm not very good at the moment. I put it back all the weights that I lost. So,
Mhm.
well, extra to carry.
Yeah, I understand how that can be. Um, we have another question in the chat. Are you going to finish continuity before?
Oh, yes, I would love to. Yes, yes, I'm really planning to finish it.
That is amazing.
I don't know if I dare to say this, but I promised myself by the age 45, which is next year, I'm gonna be fit. So I have 1 year to do whatever to be fit again because I put back all the weight. So
You can do it.
yeah, thank you.
Nicole has a question. She says, other than Tam, what do you do every day that makes you feel balanced and able to tackle anything that life throws your way?
Um, well, I'm a health advocate. I cook at home. I think it's very important if you
Mm-hmm.
cook at home, but it's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, well, I'm all about health and, look after your body. I have hobbies. I use essential oils,
Oh.
health and wellness stuff. I read a lot about health and wellness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what this keeps me going. I think it's very important
Definitely. It's,
for everybody's life.
yeah, to be very well rounded from that.
Exactly. I'm reading lots of books, blogs, whatever I can, find about health and wellness.
Um, so McClelland in the chat asked a question I was kind of going to ask. So she said, do you watch your diet or like what is your nutritional philosophy?
Well, I'm not eating bad because I'm cooking at home. I eat very, very little junk food per se.
Mhm,
Okay, sometimes I crave a little bit of chips,
mhm.
not very often, or ice cream, but even though that. But I'm the girl who putting on weight, even if I watch the food. I don't have to eat it. It's enough if I just watch it and a 5 kilo up, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I really try to. I incorporate lots of salad in my diet. I always have been. I'm not a fish person, but even that I started to incorporate into my food. I don't eat a lot of um, I don't eat a lot of red meat.
Okay.
I eat sometimes, but not a lot. Most of the time, chicken. I'm not a vegetarian,
Mhm.
but I eat lots of vegetables.
That's
I think it's very important because it's important for your skin, it's important for your hair.
Mhm.
You know, it's very important what you eat.
Exactly. Deb wants to know a question that's on a totally different topic. But she's asking if you've been able to see your family during the pandemic.
No,
Mhm.
no, I haven't been to Hungary for a year. I'm from Hungary. I haven't been there for a year. Yes, no, I haven't, sadly. But we keep in touch. You know,
Mhm.
we use social media, and
Yeah.
hopefully this year. Hopefully this year.
How often would you usually travel there?
At 2, 3 times a year.
Well, hopefully soon we'll get back
Yes.
to traveling.
Yeah, we have to be positive, right? We cannot just
Yeah.
sit and cry. I'm positive. I'm hoping it's gonna get better, and then we can go again
Yeah,
and
exactly. That's the
see Tamily.
And then you can also see some Tamily people.
Yes, that's what I said. You see Tamily ladies, Tamily people.
Um, what kind of challenges have you faced in doing the method?
In the beginning, or just now?
Either.
Because in the beginning it was very hard for me. I mean, even though I read a lot about Tracy's method,
Mhm.
my wrist was killing me. I
Mhm.
think my arm wasn't as strong. It just was killing me,
Mhm.
and I'm very weak in my lower abs and my back as well.
Mhm.
So yeah, well, it was very challenging in the
Mhm.
beginning. You know, I didn't know that time exactly how to position my weight. You know, I think I put too much weight on my wrist.
Mhm.
It was really painful. I can't tell you how painful that was. I couldn't move my wrist. I
Mhm.
said, "What's going on with this workout? Why I can't move my?" I said, "It's so painful." But yeah, well, I learned I didn't distribute my body weight properly.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you learn a lot, you know. And this method is not just about moving your body. You learn a lot, you know.
Mhm.
You
Totally.
learn a lot the way you think, why you're working out. You know, it's very interesting, and it's very clever.
Yeah. I think that's one of the things like we don't talk about enough is how you think while you're working out, and that when you think about
Exactly.
the muscle, your brain is more connected to that muscle. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And Tracy, she's absolutely a genius. She's right. If you really focus on the muscle, what you move, it will respond much better.
Mhm.
I think that's why my body responds so well,
Mhm.
because I really pause and I really try to focus what I'm doing, you know.
Mhm. Yeah, that is probably very key, especially for you being able to like see results quickly and keep
Yes.
seeing them, whenever you come
Yeah.
back to consistent workouts. That's probably very key.
And the ab as well, you know. I have a very curvy butt, so when I'm flat, obviously, you know, I need to focus my pelvic is really push it down on the floor, which is
Mhm.
very challenging. I'm telling you, it's very challenging if you don't focus in small things, you know.
Mhm. Right. Um, why is your workout important to you?
um because yeah, the workout is not just physical, it's definitely mental,
Mhm.
because when you work your body feel better, and you instantly feel better mentally.
Mhm. Um,
I think it's like that.
do you have any kind of a motivational quote that you rely on?
Yes, I have one. do the same, stay the same. And if I don't do the method, I always say to myself,
Mm-hmm.
Eva, if you do the same, you're gonna stay the same. Don't you
Yeah.
understand? And that's so true. It's
Yeah,
so true.
that's a good one. That is definitely.
And then I have to say that very often, to myself.
What do your friends and family think of the method?
Um, well, the thing is, my niece, she tried to do it, but she doesn't speak English, bless her heart. So she said, oh, it's so difficult. I don't even understand what she's saying. And I said, I understand, honey. So I just couldn't help her with this, so she just choose something else, what she understands.
Well, you don't necessarily have to understand the words. You can just follow what she.
I know. I tried to explain to her, just follow and go with the flow. But
Hmm.
if I would be with her, that would be different. I could explain to her
Yeah.
some stuff, but because we are not in the same
Mm-hmm.
place, it's a
Yeah.
bit harder.
Yeah. Yeah. Um.
But otherwise, sadly, no one does. I encourage everybody. I think that's why I left it open, my IG, because I wanted to see people, friends, that what I'm doing, and I encourage everybody to do it. Sadly, I'm not very good influence because no one does it.
I'm the same way though. I think that, it just has to be the right time for someone and it has to be the right workout. And while, I of course think that it's the perfect workout for me, I know it might not be a match for everyone, but I think that happens a lot. Like to me, if I can just inspire someone to do any exercise, then that feels like a success because I've
Oh, Tracy Anderson only.
well, they certainly won't be on Ask Tamily unless they do
I know.
Tracy Anderson. But if they walk, if they ride a bike or something like that, I mean that's what it's really about is the wellness. Of
Yeah.
course, I want everyone to do the method, but I'm not good at convincing people either.
No, me neither. I wish, if everyone would do it, in my friends or close ones, but sadly that's not the case because no one does. No one. And you know what I said to my niece? Okay, honey, if you don't feel comfortable with this, fine. Just do something.
Mm-hmm.
Just find something with joy that you love.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Just move your body.
Yeah. Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
But obviously, I would love to say Tracy Anderson, please do the Tracy Anderson method, but I'm not succeeding in this department.
Well, one day when you least expect it, she might say that she wants to do it. So you don't know. Um, Renee would like to know, how has your Instagram helped your journey?
Wow. Well, the Instagram, I started Instagram for to be consistent with
Mm-hmm.
my workout, and then after I learned that how good is that to video, to do a video and record yourself, because oh my God, the forms what I did in the beginning, that was not Tracy proved for sure. So you can see better because I work with two mirrors. One is it next to me, I see my right side, and the other one is the other side, I see my right side. The only way, because I have to record somehow, I don't have enough space to use just one mirror, because if I use just one mirror, the camera would be too close and you don't see nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So I work with two mirrors, so I see both of my sides very well. But still, the video, if when you record yourself, you see better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you can really see if you were executing the move correctly.
Yeah, because when I do the workout and I watch out, on my left side, it's not because I'm watching myself while I'm recording. I'm watching the mirror to see if I lift my leg enough, or.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to pay attention to that. That's so good
Yeah.
to give that much attention to form.
Oh, yes. And then when you record yourself, it's just instantly when you watch it back, you see, oh my God, what did I do? I didn't lift my leg enough. And trust me, when I lift my legs, I feel like, Jesus Christ, I cannot lift anymore. You know, not even 1 millimeter more.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. And then when you watch it, you see, oh my God, I didn't lift it up enough at the end.
Mm-hmm. What is something that you have learned from Tracy?
Consistency. And in anything, whatever, whatsoever, not just exercise. And you do something consistency, that's when you get the result. If you don't do it, you're not gonna get it. And she's totally right. She's totally right. And it's not enough just few times a week.
Right.
It's not enough. I think she's the only person who actually openly said that for everyone. What are you talking about? It's not enough 2-3 days a week to move your body. What do you want for 2-4 weeks?
Yeah.
I mean, 3 days is not enough. And she said, black and white, you need to work out all the time, every day, or at least 6 days, 5-6 days.
Yep.
And that's true, because you know, generation, us or youngers, we don't physically move anyway much all day, no? And then to move our body is necessary for digestion, for working your body better.
Yeah.
And then we don't do that. We're not in the garden all day and gardening.
Right.
We don't do anything physical, really. I mean, most of us, I guess, no?
Right.
And I think Tracy, she just said it absolutely perfect. You need to move your body daily.
Yeah, you're totally right. And she really still is like one of the only people in fitness.
The only people. I haven't seen anybody say that before. And she's right. She's totally right. Because just because even if somebody doesn't do, you know, office job, doesn't matter. They don't move their body enough for your organs and everything work, you know, better.
Yeah.
So you need to move your body.
Yeah.
If someone really into health and fitness, they better be look out in this department, because they need to move their body more.
Yeah, 2 to 3 days a week is not that's not going to do anything for cardiovascular health. Like, it really is about it being almost every day. And I think that's one thing about the method that sometimes people, you know, shy away from, because they think there's another method. Well, this method only has to be done 3 times a week, but it just depends on what your goals are. And, you know, if that's all that someone can do, that's better than nothing. But yeah, it still surprises me that she's the only honest, you know, true person in the industry.
Oh, absolutely. I just surprised even nowadays. No, why not more people stand up, you know, and say that, okay, I'm a fitness influencer. And then, yes, Tracy Anderson, she's right. You need to move your body more. No, the people, they're still saying, oh, it's enough few times a week. No, it's not enough.
Right. 15 minutes, 3 times a week. That is laughable.
Come on. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have another question in the chat from Chrissy. She wants to know, what essential oils do you like to diffuse when you work out?
Well, peppermint, because peppermint is give me energy. That's I usually do, peppermint and lemon, and then it's both very nice.
Excellent. That's what McClellan said in the chat. She said, I'm all about peppermint when I work out.
Oh, yes.
Well, I think that's all of our questions in the chat. Let me go back to some of our planned questions. What is something that's important to you that you would like to share with the Tamily?
Ooh. Yes, I think the important stuff is regarding the method. I think if the people just saying that, oh, chasing them some method I can't afford. Yeah, you can afford the metamorphosis because that's just such an amazing program.
Mm-hmm.
And that's I think that's affordable. I'm an everyday people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a totally basic, everyday, average people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the metamorphosis is just an amazing step. So whoever is thinks that the streaming is a little bit pricier,
Mm-hmm.
I think go for metamorphosis because that's absolutely
Exactly. Yeah.
affordable.
Or even just get the matte DVD and try the matte DVD.
Yeah.
And you know what I think it really comes down to is like if it becomes something important to you, then you'll find other things that maybe are not as important that we spend money on, and you know, you can.
Oh yes, thank you very much. Yeah, I don't think so. It's important the 20s pair of high heels.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Right. It all depends.
And trust me, I'm all about shoes. I love shoes. I'm a shoe girl. But I think, yeah, I think that the people has to, we just have to think that, you know, what is important right now, you know?
Mhm. Yeah, and I mean that's why I think too, because everybody has a budget. It's good that there are those options. Even like the DVDs that have just a couple of different workouts that are like $12.99. Like you know, you can try it out for sure and get some workouts from that, and then continue the DVD path like you've talked about.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah, look, I did it. I did purchase from Tracy's website, and the monthly subscription is doable.
mhm,
It's really doable. I'm in England, so it's about 24 pounds,
mhm.
you know, which is 24 pounds. Even when you go to the gym, you pay 24
Oh
pounds,
yeah.
right?
Hmm. Exactly.
So I think that's not something like you know, a crazy price range that we're talking about. That's a very normal price. Even the gym is even more expensive
Mhm.
than 20, not
Yeah.
24.
Renee would like to know if you're able to complete all of the reps in meta without taking a break.
Sadly, no. I'm not that athlete. No. About 25, 30, I fatigue like crazy and I can't. Some of them, yes, some of them I can make it at 40, but most of them, no. Sadly, I wish. But maybe in the future,
I
huh?
think that's the huge difference with streaming. I'm not sure I could do 40 reps of anything.
Crazy hard, crazy hard.
Yeah,
But the good hard, right? It's a very good
exactly.
hard.
Right. It creates a very serious sense of accomplishment.
Yes. And then you feel it the next day, for sure.
Yeah. Is there a move in the method that you used to hate that you now love?
Ooh, I used to hate, and now I'm okay with it. Let's just put it that way. Well, I'm not a plank lady.
Mhm.
Plank and me are not friends.
Mhm.
Not friends at all. I don't know what is it. Maybe my arm or maybe my stomach,
Mhm.
but I find it very hard
Mhm.
when it's a plank move to hold myself up
Mhm.
in a correct way.
Mhm.
But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Some days I really loved it actually. Some days I said, Aniva, you even enjoyed it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it just comes over time. You just have to keep up with it. And
Yes.
I think we all end up having the moves that we hate are the ones that are the most difficult and awkward for us, but it improves and then you don't hate it as much.
Yeah, that's true.
um, what is the most important thing for you to maintain balance in your life?
um, well, definitely to move my body. If I don't move my body, after a while, I just don't feel good at all. Not mentally, neither physically, but not mentally.
Mm-hmm.
So moving my body is. I know it sounds crazy of my mouth because I have periods when I'm doing okay, let me just say something. If I move my body,
Mm-hmm.
if I exercise, it's only Tracy Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't move my body, basically I'm a couch potato. I'm sitting in a couch and I don't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But after a while, I not just my body crave it, my brain crave it as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel much better. So yeah, I would say yes, I need to move my body.
Definitely agree with that. I feel the same way. So we are coming up on our last few minutes of the interview. I think we've asked all of the questions in the chat. Um, what is something that you have learned about wellness that you would want to share with the Tamily, maybe from like your parents or siblings?
Well, my parents, I'm from the village, so my parents always grew their own vegetables, and then we raise our animals. And when I moved to London, obviously I became a city girl.
Mm-hmm.
And a city girl is a bit different, because you go to the supermarket and you have to buy everything from there.
Yeah.
And then obviously my dad always said that what you buy in a shop, darling, is not the same what we have in our garden.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is even if it's not organic, but this is, they didn't use pesticides, so that's a real deal. Your mama looking after the gardens, so that's the best. When you go to the supermarket, it's a bit different because you need to look. If you don't know, if you not educate yourself, you don't know. Yeah, you have to buy organic because of this and this and this reason. So basically, I was lucky. I grew up in a in a family where the food, anyway, for the Hungarian people, the food is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Food is a big part of our life.
Mm-hmm.
And then because I'm from the village, the good food is just not comparable for anything else. So I learned from the young age, good food is very good for your body.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I grew up and I became more interested about the health and wellness, then I understood what my dad preached all the time, how important is where your food coming from.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Emily would like to know, how can we better support your journey? I guess.
Oh, Emily, darling, you supporting me already. I have to tell you, Deb, TM, Menopause, and Emily, and then quite a few ladies like Hannah Tamily, I think her IG,
Mm-hmm.
and then Haley, I think Songbird. I can't remember exactly, but I can cheat because I wrote it down because I didn't remember it. I said, no, I'm gonna have to write it. So Songbird TAL.
Mm-hmm.
All these ladies, awesome. And then obviously Renee Mann. She's also very sweet. They all the time following me. Whenever I come back, even though I disappeared, they come back and they supporting me all the way, and I'm so thankful. And then also for the lady Michelle. Let me spell it because sorry, I don't know how to pronounce properly. She spells her name MICHELLED_TAM.
Mm-hmm.
She was lovely. When I came back now after 6 months or 5, she said to me, "Oh, you can do this."
Aww.
And all these ladies and many more, I have to tell you.
Definitely.
And it's really good, because when you like me, I'm not an athlete like Emily, and then you doing like crazy this method. I have a period often when I stop and go, and whenever I come back, always these ladies always supporting me, and then it's very good feeling. You know, when you start and you feel bad, oh, I didn't exercise for a long time, oh, I put it back the way. Oh my God, I start again. What the people gonna think of me? Oh my God, I'm not even able to do it consistency. And I'm talking about how much I love the Tracy Anderson method, you know. It's kind of an opposite what I'm saying and what I'm doing, really. And then I think that's the beauty of this group, the Tamily.
Oh yeah.
No matter what you do, no matter how long you didn't do it, but as soon as you come back and you feel like it, yes, now is the time to start again, everybody's supporting you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. This is definitely.
And I'm so thankful for that. I'm thankful for every single lady who write for me.
Oh.
I follow so many more as well. I follow lots of ladies.
We have one more question in the chat, probably before we run out of time. And it's from McClelland. She said she gets total guilt when she takes a day off. Do you take rest days?
Well, I tried all to figure it out. I did first time 4 days in a week.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't do justice because I was easily go back to that one day. Okay, then I'm not gonna do it this today, you know, I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that lazy ass.
Yeah.
Me. And then I did it 5 days a week. I tried to do it 5 to 6 days, and that was for me the best. Even 6 days was for me the awesome. That was when I had the most result, when I did 6 days a week. 7 days a week is a bit too much for me, I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like I fatigue all my body.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't, I need a rest day. I need one rest day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. But people have to figure it out, like what fits for them.
Exactly. I did try so many things. I did exercise 10 days in a row, and then I was exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, okay, I think if I do 5 to 6 days a week,
Mm-hmm.
and I do Sundays off or one day off, whichever day is, that would work for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, you need to figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much, Eva, for your insight and telling us about your journey. It's been a pleasure to talk to you. We have 1 minute left. So is there anything else you would like to say to the Tamily while you have this audience?
Oh yes, just keep going on. Even if you skip for a couple of months, just go back and do it again.
Yeah,
because
always come back.
Always come back. Always come back. Just never leave it forever. Always come back. One day you're gonna succeed. One day you're gonna be like Susan, like an athlete who does it all the time. And Christine as well. Oh my God, the lady, she's like badass. And so many more, like Loretta Fitness. Loretta, she's awesome. I mean, I never seen the lady, she took a day off, seriously.
Right.
And I'm following her forever. So yeah, so many people, so many of these awesome women are absolutely a badass athlete. And hopefully one day I will be too.
Well, Eva, we love learning about your journey and hearing about your experience with the DVDs, and also, you know, even just hearing about struggles with consistency, because we all go through different times like that. So we appreciate your openness and being part of our community.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Have a great weekend, Tamily. Thank you, Eva.
You too. Bye. Have a good weekend.